So, have you ever felt nervous when you had to present something in front of a group of people? Have you ever felt the fear of public speaking? I know I have, but I found a way to completely destroy this fear. And in this video, I'll tell you exactly how I did that and how you can do it too. So there comes a point in your life where you have to do some public speaking. Whether it's in front of the classroom or whether it's in front of your colleagues at work, there comes a point in your life where you have to deal with public speaking, and often we're afraid of that. Often we're afraid of standing in front of a group of people and just presenting something. We get nervous, we start thinking, what are these people thinking of me? Are they judging me? What if I do something wrong? What if they don't like what I have to say? All these kinds of things. And these are things that I have dealt with when I had to do public speaking. I've had moments where I felt really nervous, where I've had moments where I really started stuttering, and where I've had shaking hands a little bit, and really feeling that nervousness and that fear of public speaking. But I've always managed to get through that, and I've always managed to do it because I really have a passion for this. But for a lot of us, we actually try to avoid every situation where we can do some public speaking. Even when you look at the statistics, 54% of people rate the fear of public speaking higher than the fear of dying. So that's according to the Guinness Book of Records. And that means that the majority of us actually fears standing in front of a group of people and doing some presenting more than they fear dying. So I think it's about time we change that. I think it's about time we destroy that fear of public speaking, because I found a way to change your perspective on public speaking, and in that way change the way you are when you are public speaking, change that fear, remove that fear almost completely, and transform it into excitement, and transform the way you are when you are public speaking into a person with more confidence, who can convey his or her message in the best way possible at that moment in front of a crowd. So before I give you this tool on how you can do this for yourself, I think it's important to look at the fear of public speaking and dissect it a little bit. So let's look at the fear of public speaking and see where does this fear come from? Why do we have this? And in order to remove it, we have to understand it a little bit more. So what are you doing when you are public speaking, and what is going through your head when you have this fear of public speaking? So probably you fear that you're standing in front of this group of people, and these people are all looking at you. Like you are in the spotlight, they're all looking at you, and they might be judging you, they might be thinking things about you, and you're thinking, wow, what if something goes wrong? What if I say something wrong? What if they don't like how I look? What if they don't like what I have to say? All these things can go through your head. So what are you doing when you're doing that? You're actually making it all about you. You're making it all about you. You're basically thinking about it like they are judging you. You are the person who is being judged, and it's all about you, and it matters what those people think about you. So I think this fear, there's a fear beneath the fear of public speaking, and this fear is the fear of what others may think of you, the fear of being judged. And that's a fear that I think is very normal. It's a fear that we've all experienced in some point in our lives. I think it's a fear that we can experience daily, and it's sometimes hard to really eradicate that fear. I think the whole society is based a little bit on this fear. People are really sometimes scared to show their real selves because they fear being judged. They fear of what others think of them. And I have this fear, and I'm trying to work on it, and I think I've managed to make it much less. But sometimes you still have that fear, and that's completely normal. And it's something that you can work on to completely eradicate. But because of the way we've been brought up, it's something that is sometimes hard to completely destroy. And when you look at that fear actually comes from the fear of not being enough. So you fear that you are not enough, and because you have that fear, you need others to tell you are enough. And if others don't tell you are enough, you fear what they think of you. But if you completely accept yourself, and in that way completely love yourself, you cannot have this fear, because nobody external, nobody outside of you actually has an effect on you, because you already feel complete yourself. And this is something that I think we can try to achieve. We can work at for ourselves, to completely accept ourselves and to completely love ourselves. And in that way, not to be fearful anymore of what others may think of us. And I've made a previous video about this called "What is Self-Love," where I go in a complete rant about this, and you can watch that. But that's not what I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say like, oh, you have to completely love yourself in order to remove this fear of public speaking, because I think it's a process, a lifelong process that we all have to do in this society, that we all have to work on, and which I'm working on and daily. And it's not something that you can completely destroy immediately, because you have so many things in your subconscious, so many things that happened to you in your childhood and whatever, that have created this thing that you fear that you are maybe not enough in every situation. So now that we understand the fear of public speaking, because it all stems from there. But I've already explained that with public speaking, you make it all about yourself, right? So you fear being judged, you fear what others may think of you, and in that way, you have a fear of public speaking. That can make you nervous, that can make you stutter, that can make you do weird things, and that can make you avoid public speaking altogether. But I want to make there has to be a mindset shift in this sense. So instead of making it all about you can make it about the people that you are presenting to. And when you make it all about you, you're trying to get something. You're trying to get others' validation. You're trying to get validation from those people. You hope that those people will like you, and if they don't like you, you are scared of that, right? So you're trying to get this validation so you can feel good about yourself, basically. That's what you're doing when you have this fear of public speaking. And it's okay, we all have this, so it's all normal. But in order to change it, we have to look at it in a different way. So what if, instead of trying to get this validation from people, you are shifting it into that you are presenting something and you're giving something to those people? Instead of trying to get, which is like a really low vibration energy where you're trying to get something from someone, you're trying to get this validation, you're making it all about you. You shift your minds, you shift the way you think about your public speaking into a giving mindset, where you are the one who are giving something to these people. You are the one who are presenting something out of love for them. Out of love for yourself, out of love for them. Instead of fearing, which comes from trying to get, you do something because you think it's valuable for those people. You give something to others, which gives you a good feeling, which might give them a good feeling. But if they don't like it, it doesn't matter anymore, because you are just giving. You're not trying to get something in return. You're just giving. You shift that mindset from trying to get that validation into I'm just giving. I'm just expressing whatever I want to say to these people. It's something which I think has value for them, and because of that, I'm giving. And this is it's a very strange thing that happens when you do this, when you have this mindset shift. When you start giving, it's like the universe works with you or something. It sounds kind of strange, but it's a very different energy. You get more energy because you are just expressing yourself, you are just giving, and the words just start to flow more. This is what happens when I make videos, for instance. It's a little bit different from public speaking, but sometimes I have to do the same video. I have to do like 5-6 takes, and I have to, I just said a wrong word, and I have to do it again and again and again. And then I catch myself and I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I making these videos? I'm not making these videos so I can get something. Of course, it's fun if people watch them, and I do get a good feeling out of it when I get some good comments and stuff like this. But it's not about that. It's about me sharing something with you. It's about me sharing something with the world, something that I've learned, and I do that out from a place of love. I do that from a place of love for my fellow human beings, for my love for the people that want to hear this, the people that can actually it can help maybe, and that's all. That's my intention. That's really why I'm doing it. And when I remind myself of that, then the video just starts flowing, but the words just start flowing. I'm more in the moment. I'm not stuck in my head trying to think of what I should say. It just starts flowing out of me. It's like the universe you're working with the flow of the universe. It just starts flowing more. You're more in the moments. You're not stuck in your head. So it's really a powerful thing, and it's not only for public speaking. That's just where you can see how it works immediately. But if you start applying this more in your life, you start making it all about. Stop making it all about you. You start seeing it more as a giving to others, expressing yourself. When you are talking to people, you're expressing yourself, you're giving them value, you're giving them positive emotions, you're giving them valuable information, or just start looking at it like that. And when you do it, you actually remove that fear, because it's not, the fear only comes when you're making it all about you, when you're making it all about getting stuff. But when you're giving, it doesn't matter what people think of you anymore, because it's a selfless act. You're just giving, and it's a different way of looking at it, and it's a different energy. And yeah, it doesn't matter if people think something wrong of what you're giving, because your intention was never to get something from them. So this is the simple thing that you can do. This simple mindset shift. Maybe you think it sounds weird, but really, trust me, try this. The next time you have to do some public speaking, change your mind about it. Don't make it all about yourself. Don't start thinking, what are they thinking of me or whatever. That's irrelevant, because you are sharing something. You are trying to give them something, and that changes the whole dynamic, and it changes the way you are. It changes your speech. It changes everything. So I hope you got some value from this video. If you had, please give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more videos like this. And I'll see you in the next one. You already have them, but with practicing gratitude, you actually see all those small things again, and you train your brain to not only be focused on all the things that you still want to have, on all the things that you haven't achieved yet, and you start to broaden your vision.